Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to Slipways, where we're veering off of the plan. Already, I know I just made this plan. Yesterday I said all these things, I made all these promises, and they've all turned out to be lies. Which is always what happens, but it's just a little faster than usual. The thing is, I realized that the Ranked Run, which is a weekly challenge where obviously everybody gets the same sector, so you can have scores that are meaningfully comparable, resets on Sunday nights. So if we want to get the one done for this week, I kind of have to do it right now, like within the next couple of hours, actually. So I thought that would be fun to do. And I went and I clicked on this button, and that's when it happened. That number says 82,000. It seems so high. I mean, look, I knew that I was not going to be in the upper echelon of scores on this thing. Like, first of all, I just do not play carefully enough for that to be the case, right? And I also tend to get distracted and sort of wander off on my own weird little schemes. But I guess there's a couple more echelons between me and the top echelon than I was expecting. So, I don't know. To get a score of 82,000... you were definitely allowed to try this thing more than once, so I wonder if you go in and you learn sort of the layout, and then you quit out and you come back in and do a version of the thing where you only make high-value moves and you don't send out any probes that you don't know what you're discovering, and I don't know. It seems like a very high number. But anyway, we're going to do it, and we're just not going to get this high. It only plays on 2 difficulty levels, reasonable and tough, where the top score is still a very large number, and I don't actually know if the layouts are totally the same. Like, it's the same sector code, but I don't know if that means precisely the same sector between 2 different difficulties. In any case, I think I'd rather just play it on I'm not ready for tough yet, clearly. So, the deal with this sector. Planets and structures that make people make 1 more people when all needs are met, and you get minus 5% to your final score due to the decreased difficulty. Honestly, I don't know that I think this sounds all that good. Sometimes we wish we had 1 extra person, but a lot of the time we wish we had 1 fewer person, right? So, I don't know. And then, decrepit ruins, no robots from remnant planets. That is a pretty scary one. Because it means your Forge Worlds are, very overloaded, right? You already need to get all of your goods from Forge Worlds. So these are our constraints. Find a way to spend people, find a way to make robots. I think are probably going to be the most important things to do with our council. So, the Dender... Okay, the Dender sometimes have this thing that can turn extra people into culture. That's good. The Vittori... I think it's the Vittori who usually have the thing that lets you convert extra people into, it's just straight into science, and it looks like that is not available here. That said, Enlightenment could take some of the strain off of the Forge Worlds. Right, if we just decide we don't need goods, then many of our Forge Worlds can produce robots, and that's fine. And then, who else has what? Flexible fabrication, also very compelling. So any world that's producing either one of those things produces both. Superconductors, yeah, I guess energy is also a way around it. Just a good energy production. I don't know if I think that's a very good fit, though. So this allows you to generate bots and chips at the same time, but it's I don't think this is much of a solution. I guess it is the case that we're gonna have a little bit more trouble with chips than usual, because again, Forge Worlds are super overloaded, but we can still use Remnant Worlds to make the chips, so I don't know. I don't think we need Silthid here. I'm not really sure who we do want to bring. Do I want to just do flexible fabrication? Maybe. And if we're doing that, does it make sense to keep the Vittori? Maybe this is the plan. We plan to flexibly fabricate, and then we just grab, More chips and stuff. The ability to create extra Forge Worlds also could be useful. This comes in a little bit late. More uses for robots is probably not, like, super strong. I mean, we're going to be short robots anyway, right? Let's try it like this, though. So I have a very hard time not taking Prosperity when it's offered. It feels like we so frequently have a really annoying time generating the 6th import-or-export route. And I mean, obviously, you still have to be connected to the same number of successful planets, but it does seem very good. We should definitely slam dunk novelty traders. That'll help relieve a lot of pressure, actually. And then, is it like Forge Worlds produce extra, or is it's probably Prosperity, right? I do love for planets to be prosperous. Yeah, let's try it this way. So we do have access to the Genesis cells, which I'm a big fan of. More and more, I'm feeling like it's really hard to have enough water for whatever you're trying to do. So, the Elysium project, you know, it does get easier with the Genesis cells. I'll say that. All right, let's try it like this. Let's roll out there like this. So, it looks like we got a couple of large groupings here. Actually, hold on. Is that Jungle World? No, there's no cycle available here. Okay, but that's a Remnant World. That does give us some interesting options. So if we do like... So people here go to here to get biomass, send the biomass back down to Tormod for food over to here, and then we need chips. We can get those from the Remnant World right here. I think that's probably our excuse me, that's probably our open, right? And we want to generate food last, because we're going to push into the second year before we have time to settle all of these worlds, right? Okay, yep. This makes it easier to increase the total production of food by 4 units, and then, I mean, like, this is also very easy. Look at that, we're halfway there already. A little bit of two-way trade. Okay. Established. We are functional. So, can we reach that ocean world over there? We can. We still have to deliver another point of food in order to flip this world to successful to get it to produce another food. But if this is making water, we can absolutely do that. We can't reach this planet with the food. We can accomplish our tasks actually very quickly here, I think. Okay, let's go for it. So we want to go... Human makes water. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking I was going to need another source of... I had already found it, the source of people that I needed. So, all we need to do now is just... well, I need another source of food for the challenge. That's probably what I was thinking. And I hear what you're saying. SB, did you just say probably? Do you not know what was happening in your own head literally moments ago? To which I can only answer, oh, you must be new here. I often forget a thought before it has even reached my lips. And as such, I'm as surprised as anybody. What comes out of my mouth? Okay, so what I was looking for over here was a source of robots, and we did not find it. I guess we don't need robots for food. We have food right here. So, yeah, if we make this into a Gaia world, we have that. And what do we still need to trade? goods or minerals, or there's a lot of things actually that would be reasonable to pull off here. So this remnant world is not in a good position to participate. We can get all these, right? Okay, that's interesting. Can you reach the mineral world? You can. Okay, so we're set. I'm going to do this, even though robots are in short supply. Let's get that task finished. Wow, increase the number of prosperous planets by 2 already, huh? We probably want to get some Silphid going here. And we can easily get minerals out to that. Although I guess I say easily. Yeah, delivering 1 point of people will get us 2 levels of minerals. So this is easy enough to do, and I think we probably just do this one too. And that's a fair amount of extra money as well, because we are not financially solid yet. So let's get this sorted. It doesn't even seem like we need robots over here, but I just like, I need robots. Let's connect to this first. Let's see what this has to show us. So, an immediate $6. Oh, or an immediate 6 science. We should probably build a lab somewhere. Maybe a water lab? So we have a couple of water producing worlds down here. Green stuff also potentially valuable. We actually have a lot of interesting products we could work with. Or we could wait until we do the Silphid thing and then get an infraspace relay, and I think that's probably the right move. So can we find a spot where I feel confident we actually need the robots? Because I'm starting to get concerned that robots created here may just languish in uselessness. Okay, we could use them to provide food. That's something. Except we cannot. Is that really out of range? I wonder if it's just not showing the length of the... it's not showing this because the asteroid's in the way. But, like, come on. An asteroid is a conquerable obstacle. We don't need to be so stingy about that. I mean, the thing I want to do here, obviously, is use this to generate water. But, like... Can you... Okay, you can reach that. Maybe they're both robots. Maybe everyone's robots. Have we considered that everyone might be robots? So, okay, if we did a... I cannot easily get robots over to here. I need my resources to stack up in more effective ways. So if one of these planets over here is a forge world, then we could go minerals to robot stuff here, and then have another source of biomass that we can run a lab to. We have 1, 2, and maybe eventually 3 units of biomass coming into that. Do I want to just sort of speculatively hit the button so we'll be able to fire a much more efficient probe? No, not really. With the robot situation being what it is, I do not want to guess on this. Okay, that's not 100% ideal. Because it is surrounded by multiple ways of generating minerals, but not any that we have people near. So we could have people near this one. Alright, I'm going to take it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up right here. We're going to connect person and biomass to it, just so that we get a little bit of science income on this coming year. We're going to deliver that as well. Okay. We're going to need chips for this, which we may or may not be able to get. I think I'm going to go ahead and make this connection now. No, it shouldn't be a problem, right? Because we're already delivering biomass there. I don't want this to be a situation where I feed a person in and the biomass immediately warps out somewhere that I didn't want it to go. So we have potentially a source of chips, but we don't know that we have what it takes to feed into that. Okay, this is just a normal Earth-like. That works much more cleanly. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. So now we have a functional laboratory. And we can't quite connect this the way I would like, but I think we'll figure it out. I'm gonna have faith. And you would like... Well, right, we have to get one more food out, but I think we're probably going to end up connecting this other water over here as well. So... do I want to grab freeze-resistant bots? Probably not. I think culture hubs is likely to be useful. I've created a situation where it's going to be very hard to get this planet too successful. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, we might want culture hubs. That's gonna help a lot with making some things prosperous. We probably, I think we're already in a place money-wise, thanks to reasonable difficulty, where xenotourism is just, not useful. So the question is, do we want to grab freeze-resistant bots at all? And that's not a choice we have to make right now, but it's a choice we have to make when we take our next technology, at the very latest. And once we have infraspace stuff, we can connect some biomass from this swamp up there too, which is cool. So, we need to make one more robot world. Let's have a look over here. I mean, obviously my immediate inclination is to use this one for goods. And we do have the minerals to make that work. But we gotta produce robots somewhere else. Even leveling this up, it's not going to get to 4 robots until we get it all the way up, which is, I think, not all that likely. I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to figure it out later. I'm going to take my task completion. And with that, rebuild the infraspace relay. And with that, am I just going to go ahead and do the Gaia World thing right now? Well, I wouldn't get it in there this year, which is a real shame. But there's certainly some efficiency there. There are probably better ways to make use of this. But 2 extra science per year for 17 of the game's years, even after the flip over, is pretty good. It is certainly not bad. Yeah, alright. It is possible that I am too focused on the science. That might be the case. I just really love technologies, man. You gotta have technologies. You know what? We are going to do that, but I'm going to move the infraspace relay over a little bit. I'm just thinking, I want it to be the case that I still have room to run a normal slip relay up to elbow some goods onto that world. So we may as well do these before we press this button. Oh, hold on. Let me do this the smart way. If we're trying to be efficient here, we do this and then that to complete our task. Then we see the new tasks before we go doing anything else. Establish 4 more import hubs. So, world's receiving at least 3 imports. Does it mean 3 different imports? Probably not. It probably just means worlds that have 3 import routes running to them, right? Which is not a thing we do all that often. Obviously, people worlds tend to require 3 different things. So we do, in fact, do that a bunch. And trying to lock in science discount this early could be very useful. 2 more Forge Worlds to successful versus 8 points of population. I mean, 8 points of population is only 2 people worlds because they grow very quickly. I think I do want to try this, and I think this is easier than that. So we're going to need a source of chips over here, and also to deliver more stuff, and also to deliver more stuff. I think this is how we're going to do it. Okay, now that that has been done, let's develop these. Okay. So... how are we going to build import hubs? Where are we going to do that? This world's already an import hub, so figuring out how to get goods in there doesn't help us. This world could take additional food, and that would work, but we can't reach it with additional food. Okay, we can make one here pretty easily. Alright, 1. Obviously, I'm way less concerned about gene adjustment on this difficulty. The mineralize action on useless worlds versus, like, just taking freeze-resistant bots because it's cheap to help us move up to another technology a little bit more quickly. Honestly, I do kind of like that. I don't think we need any of this stuff. There's plenty of mineral worlds around. Yeah, I'm going to grab this just because it's cheap and it gets us to another technology quickly. Right now we're going to get to 22, so we could pick up cultural exchange. And then immediately we have the ability to, link some planets and get some culture going to help bounce around as imports to other worlds, which I do like. And that's already 4 population. Right, we're doing the thing. So, we can produce food here. Well, we could if we had robots. Let's see if there are any Forge Worlds in the environs. That's a little far away. Yeah, we do in fact need robots. Okay, you just need your neighbors to get more successful. This world has... yeah, okay, it has all of its water out already. Just need a way to get more people onto that. Is this one... yes, this one is paying out 2 biomass as well. So people in over here would also be very good. Unfortunately, not a lot of ways to do the things that we're seeing here. Well, we also still just need to make more people, and we need more uses for all these people. So where else do I want... okay, let's search over here. We do still want to make a people planet somewhere over here to deal with that. Okay, that's a pretty good kind of people planet. It's a shame it's not quite close enough to pull from there. But we could do this. This would be pretty effective. We don't have an easy source of goods for this one, but we'll figure it out. So go ahead and run that. Do some of this. Okay. And I am going to pick this up. I think we're going to actually make use of it. At the very least, we can do that. That's 2 units of culture for our world here. And it seems like we're going to want to make connections between... or we're going to want to make a lot of people worlds in general, so... more connections between them seems pretty solid. Oh yeah! Right! There's an artifact trading thing right here. So that's that, and then this counts as an import hub, right? Yeah. That seems pretty good. This world has so many imports and exports. So we just need to do that in one more place. Where else can we? Well, we should definitely do this. You're already as paid out as you're getting. But if I connect another water down here... Alright, so we got a good tech discount already. It feels tough to do 8 pairs of two-way trade, right? We have some experience with this one being just kind of like awkward and difficult. So increasing the number of prosperous planets by 2 is a thing we're not that far off of at this point, probably. And make more robots is tricky, but we do know that we need them. We do have plans for what we would do if we had a bunch of robots. And yeah, like you get unreasonable. It is possible to get to infinite money pretty quickly. Pretty quickly indeed. So I don't know that it really makes sense to build... I want the robots from here to be able to go to there. We can build robots over here and just make some food, which seems fine. I need a place to make robots. A place where it actually like makes some sense and is valuable to make robots. We don't need any of them over here. Let's see what these are. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping for a way to import more robots over to here. Sadly, this desert world is blocking the remnant world, which could deliver the other robots. Because I would actually really like to have more biomass and water on that one. Kind of thinking about making another lab over here somewhere. Like, we can definitely get water and like this world could be made to produce water, or this can be people and it can make this water. Yeah, that's not bad. Is there a spot where I can... Not really, it turns out is the answer. It's very difficult to get both of these worlds able to connect to it, and also this one and also that one. Just connecting chips to this does not do anything. We need to get the robot out of there as well. I suppose we could set up a robot lab. That at least gives us a way to spend some robot. I was so worried about having enough of them, and it's turned out to be completely irrelevant. Alright, let's, I guess let's start setting up that lab. It is awfully late in the game to only have 7 science. I just got a little distracted. So, let's say we want to do this. And also that. Don't think we want the only tech that's available there. If I do this over here, we don't have a way of getting researchers to it. Yeah, and it's very difficult because of the position of all these garbage worlds. Very difficult to get a position where we can get both of the uppermost worlds to feed it. Alright, I was hoping there would be another people planet somewhere around here. Yeah, we have a lot of garbage worlds that are really screwing everything up for everybody. Okay. Okay. This can receive people from Sigurd 7. And it's going to. That's how we're running this thing. And we'll figure this all out. Probably. I swear to you, it will be probably. So... how do we want to generate the food for these worlds? I mean, technically, you can food off of an Arctic planet. It does require biomass, which we do not necessarily have easy access to. Although, you know, we're drawn up on Genesis cells. That's a thing that's maybe going to be available eventually. Yeah, as ever, Genesis cells really does make our lives easier. What does this do? Add extreme miniaturization to your tech list, or just get ye robots? Feels like give me robots, please. So, now this is actually looking like doable, right? This is robots. We get biomass from here with the Genesis cells. That makes this produce 2 food, which pays off both of these. We still have to get chips from somewhere, but yeah, it's something. So, I'm just going to go ahead and send the food in right here, right now. Can get that going. And then we may as well connect this. So, we have to get 27 science plus the cost of a previous tech. Which means we probably don't want to grab integrated manufacturing right now, right? We want something a little bit cheaper. I think of these, this is the one that's most likely to be useful. And I hate to do this, but let's do a really, really tiny search here. Okay. I was curious if that was going to turn out to be a world that we could use to generate chips off of here. No such luck. Well, this Earth-like world can contribute water to the lab. That's fun. It is important to get your science on. Okay. So that's not going to help much with the additional robots, though. We gotta find more excuses to build robots. Robots from here seem pretty valuable. Although I don't have a way of feeding this Forge world, especially if we're thinking that we're going to run biomass from there to there. That leaves me with an inability to move humans from here to over there. It's a tricky problem for sure. And there's not really anything we can do about it. It's just really awkward to generate food out here. Or no, sorry, we're set on food. It's really awkward to generate biomass in a place where we can actually use it. Yes, we're just waiting. So we need a mineral world or a mineralizable world. Let's hope one of these. Okay, that's kind of the worst possible outcome. Yeah, that's definitely the worst possible outcome. So really just not a lot of ways of generating the resources we need. Well, we could still end up with integrated manufacturing. And then if we can just connect this to any world that produces minerals, then it solves all of our problems. Unfortunately, there are no worlds, even with the mineralize ability, there are just no worlds around here that can be used. The odds of that, it's not very high. Okay. What is your problem? You need more export routes, which obviously we have. You need to just be connected to successful worlds. You need an import route. I'm a little reluctant to send culture to anywhere that I don't think we're going to be able to make prosperous eventually. But probably should just do it. So let's see, that's not ready to level up yet. This will require a whole extra resource, though. You already have 2 good connections, so actually... yeah, doing that flips 1 world. And then... wait, it has to trade with... oh! Right, these 2 worlds are not trading. That's a connection that we use to generate a point of culture, but these worlds are not actually trading. So what we can do here is definitely just convert one of you into culture and then do that. That flips that second world. Okay. So that's going to give us a discount on that technology, which we are about to buy, which is why it was important that we do that then. And then we just need to find something else of value to do for a little while we wait for this to mature. And we can prep this a little bit. We can make it so that this fires as quickly as possible at the end of... or when the technology happens, but, like, honestly, it still doesn't even solve the problem over here. Maybe it's worth just having a bad Forge world here. I really wish we didn't have so many garbage worlds just like directly in the middle of everything. Everywhere we want to go, we have garbage worlds. It's very difficult. Alright, let's do a little bit more scouting, I suppose. Feels like there's not really too much reason to do anything else. So we can make chips here and send them there. We don't really need any more chips though in this area. We're not going to be able to get them up here. Yeah, I do not know what to do about that. All right, let's explore down here a little bit. See if we can find another source of water, maybe? No, we cannot. Okay. Because we're close to being able to flip this world to successful, and obviously that would be lovely. Do you have a... okay, you can connect to that. So that's good incentive to build more robots. It's like... it sucks. It sucks that this mineral world can't connect to there. Well, let's make the robots now and ask questions later. That's pretty good for us. Right. Oh, right. You do have to actually research the technology if you want to use it. Okay, so that's useful. If we turn on the Genesis project here, I don't think it actually does anything. Because we're already sending out all of the materials. We don't need any over here. Here we could generate another point of each, but also we don't actually have a use for them. So you need one more import or export. I guess this is a thing. We can make this prosperous by connecting it to there if we Genesis project this. That's also true if we just give this another robot, though. You're not actually generating anything, so that's all intake. You generating water is something. That does something. My water went away already, sorry. Make this connection first, then generate the water. It does not help anyone for this planet to receive a second water. Okay. That's pretty cool. And now this world would really love to have excuses to get rid of its robots. It would even generate more robots for us to do that. If you can imagine such a thing, such a wonderful experience as that. I need a good way of delivering minerals here. A way that can actually be supported by humans. I do wish that when you held Alt over a world, it would draw the path to all of the subspace signals that are in range as well. Because I don't know for sure that exploring these is going to be useful. Like, if... Okay, this is the only one that's actually in range and not obstructed. And that one definitely cannot reach here. So I think we might be in a position of just hitting make minerals on this and then figuring out how to get people to it later. I don't love that. I guess let's check this one. Okay, that can be mineralized. I'm gonna do it. We still need the robots, right? Do I have a plan for this? No, absolutely not. We'll figure it out later. So... that produces biomass, which does give us water. It does not give us food. Food is the domain of a robot. As we all know. I should probably see what this is. Okay, habitat structure is not too interesting. This being a biomass base is similarly uninteresting. Like, there's basically no way for that to be any good. I'm gonna leave it for now. We may end up making it a tourist attraction just to dispose of a point of population. So we have access to a couple of places that we could, in theory, get some food. We can make this a thing for chips, but we have to basically get lucky on one of these. Oh boy. One of these being a planet would have been good. And then being a mineralizable planet so that we could send people and then send minerals. We ended up being way shorter on just raw minerals than I was imagining, and it's not even that we're short, it's just that they're clustered together in exactly the wrong places everywhere. Like, everywhere? Well, I need to produce 2 more robots here, and then we can just start moving on. We can move on to the next thing. Is it... we could do some flexible fabrication to produce robots in a couple of places. Is doing that actually valuable? Because, like, we could do it right here. We don't need the robots. We can do it right here, where we do actually get some benefit, at least, out of having a robot. I kind of think I'm just going to take that and finish this quest right now without spending any more time on it. Right? I don't see a reason not to. So we still don't have Silted discounts, and we do know that we want to generate some, chips here. And then, am I gonna produce 6 new units of goods? It's not too hard to do, really. Right, we do a goods to people 2-way there. Like, this can absolutely happen. I think it's a little bit easier than that. Alright, obviously that's valuable. We don't have another place to deliver these goods, so we can't make this world prosperous anyway. Or successful, rather, so I'm not even going to bother connecting the water to it yet. And we are going to need some new tech. We're gonna need the ability to bounce stuff around. I hate feeling like I always have to get slip relay, but you do, right? Always have to get slip relay, it feels like. So here's some chips. Make use of those, and then we'll deliver this via slip relay soon. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything. We need chips over here as well. And if I had a use for these, then this world would level up in Oh no, we're at maximum generation already. I guess let's feel out this way. Maybe we can find a place to produce chips out here that would be beneficial. So this Forge world is way too far from that one. Yeah, not a lot we can do on that front. If we... No, I thought I had half of an idea. This can be converted to make chips, but there's no way to actually feed it. I may just accept that. The thing is, if we do this, we're closing this thing off. It can never get fed. I mean, not until we get some infraspace stuff going, which I don't always want to do. We could rely on this via slip relay. Just bounce some chips over here, and then that way we can at least get enough population. First of all, get this world happy, and secondly, get enough population that we can connect that, and hopefully it will be something relevant. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna do that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make the chips right now. Just for progress on this, just push forward on that thing. Where else will it be profitable to generate goods? Here, I hate doing this, obviously, but let's explore out here a little bit. Okay, not what I was hoping to see. So we're going to connect the minerals there. Now that still doesn't solve the food problem down here necessarily. Yeah, man, stuff like this where we have like a couple of planets and then this vast emptiness on both sides does make the game way harder. It is really easy to get yourself into a place where you are essentially stuck on this map. So, which one do we want to guess at? Basically, is the question. Like, one of these is going to produce food, and we just have to hope that there's a source of robots behind it. If we do... I wonder if we could do a single slip relay from here to there. Those distances might work. Alright, well, I mean, that's the plan. That's the only available plan, so that's the plan. What else do we want to do? Do we want to found a new goods world, or... Because right now we only have 2 actual robot-producing worlds. Oh no, we have 3. So repurposing doesn't quite get us where we're going, because our 4th source of robots is a thing that cannot be repurposed. So we probably do have to found one more goods-producing world anyway. So where do we want to do that? We don't really have a ton of spare Forge worlds. I don't believe a world can consume its own products. I'm pretty sure it can. But I want to see something here real quick. Oh, right, you have to... That's right, worlds have to get established before they can make that product. Or that project. So it doesn't matter. You would already have to have a source of robots coming in. It's almost like they totally saw me coming on that one. So another Forge world that needs to make robots would also be valuable enough. Where do we still need robots? Not really very many places. Alright, well, we effectively have infinite money. I guess let's just go ahead and do repurposing on all of the worlds where we can repurpose. Just to make sure we've got an accurate count. Did I miss one? No. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So yeah, we gotta find one more somewhere. A loose remnant world would be just fine. Yeah, I guess we're just sort of blindly scouting. Well, that's something. So, we can produce food. Okay, I think we just expand out to here. This gives us a way of generating goods and chips pretty easily. So we go this to that. Make a people world. Make a chip world. Produce goods. Connect. Okay. And now we only need to make one more... We're, like, desperate for this. We only need to make one more chip to move up to the next tier of that thing. And that does definitely require the founding of a new chip production place, or, I suppose, the use of another one from here, and then also some mineral income, but I don't know where we would do that. Alright, anyway, we have some stuff that we desperately want to take care of. Alright, we had to figure out how to get minerals over to here now, but, like, I want to get this ticking down so that that long period of past shortages is running. And then over here... Just gonna do this. Okay, that's right. We did have a chip thing that was waiting for its first income. That sucks. Ocean planets and food producing planets to prosperous. These are both things we can totally do. We have quite a number of both that are not actually that far off. So yeah, that's absolutely available. We still don't have easy food from here. But we were going to see if it was possible to make a... Aha! That slipway totally does work. And this is going to be very useful. And then we can connect this here. Oh, shoot, right. I got to get the splitting technology first. But that'll drop the goods off there. Okay, so I think we are actually clear on resource shortages outside of that one. And we could pick up nanofabrication, of course. But I think for right now, while we wait for more science to accumulate, we probably just work on these prosperous things. So you need an import route. How do we want to manage that? We could deliver a person from here. Or, more likely, a person from here, because holy hell, this planet. We're definitely going to want a culture hub here. That's a thing I know for sure. Yeah, I think we are just running a connection like that, because holy hell. Yes, please go over there. Alright, now you're actually only connected to 2 high-value planets. This planet is not going to be trivial to get goods to, because it's all packed in the middle here. Actually, I left myself room for this. Is this going to work? Is it really the case that, yes, anywhere that has range to the goods world does not have distance to the planet? We could do it with multiple slip relays, which does add a bunch of time to the process, but also it's pretty valuable. And you're already set on inputs and outputs. You just need this connection. Yeah, alright. I'm doing it. Or we just need to connect this to a world where it, another world that is successful via trade. Would that be an easier thing to do? We could feed the extra person from here into that more easily and just leave that in kind of a weird spot. Are you going to be able to flip without it? You need to be connected to... So flipping this one saves us having to build this connection and this connection. I think it ends up being worth it. It sucks, but I think it is worth it. Because that's an awful lot of prosperous, right? Like, that's a lot of prosperity. Alright, we need to make some food worlds prosperous. So you're going to need one more... Yeah, I'll just feed you a culture. Hooray! Prosperity. And then we need to make one more food world and one more ocean world flip. So you're only short a single income, which can totally be culture. But then you do still have some other problems. Right, because it's only connected to one friendly world and only 2 worlds in total. So no matter what, it has to connect to at least one other world. This is probably not a good one. Well, this becomes a successful world if we repurpose and then direct the robot over to here, which also flips this world over, which is pretty solid. So if we drop this here, this will generate 1 extra water. The extra water will immediately fly over there, and that gets us very close. Now you just have to feed one more world that's doing well, and this world will totally work if we just export the minerals anywhere, even to the world's saddest laboratory. And then, I mean, we may as well do that. Okay, a science, hooray! So we do have mind control to deal with some of the unemployment and stuff. I do want to hold off for manufactured luxury, though. We do have a lot of Forge Worlds. Does manufactured luxury require the Forge World? Yes, it does have to be prosperous first. So is that actually going to be good for us? Do we not have a single prosperous Forge World? I think that is actually the case. Okay, well, manufactured luxury, probably not so much then. You know, with culture and stuff, there's some value to post-scarcity. Yeah, maybe that's what we're headed toward. Alright, let's focus on getting another one of these flipped over. So I can just turn this to culture, feed that to you. Easy. It turns out video games are easy. Forge worlds, ocean planets, and food worlds. I think we got all the easy food worlds and all the easy ocean worlds, honestly. We could probably still do a decent... We could do an okay job on some Forge Worlds, most likely. Let's just take the Forge World task. So we have a couple that are not that far off. Without any infraspace nonsense, obviously the chips from here are not going to there, so we need another source of chips like this one. And where's the other Forge World that we would try to get going? This one also needs stuff that we cannot provide. We could pick up... No, we cannot. Integrated manufacturing is gone. We passed it. So then... Chips over here would be strong. Would be a good start. Yeah, I think that's okay. So you need one more import or export, and also one more friendly. If we connect it up here, it does both of those things. That's out of range. I mean, I think we can afford to pick this up, right? So we'd go back down to 20, and then if we wanted to pick this up, we would need... We need a little bit more science plus 2 years. Can I make that happen? Can I make a little bit more science happen? Actually, it might not be totally trivial. Yeah, all of the worlds around here that are producing water are already feeding this, or even can, theoretically. And the same is true over here, right? So, we'd have to connect... Because we are going to get 2 more years worth of science. So as things are right now, that would take us to 79 in total. Or 80, rather, if you like math. Which is not quite enough to get these two together. We need just like a little bit more love. So I'm trying to figure out if there's an easy way that we can make that happen. We could connect a person from here to there if we do it before the end of 3423. It would be good enough, and that's very silly. Doesn't feel like a good use of our time, but actually it might be the lowest amount of time we can spend on doing that. Can we connect a person to one of the other labs? Oh, we could just do that. Okay, that gets us where we're going. So let me back it up a step. No, wait, this part's fine. Oh, no, that's right. I wanted to back it up because I wanted to replace this. I wanted to put it in a position where it will be able to reach... There we go. All of the things. And then we buy this. And then we remember to do this thing again. Build that like that, and then connect here, and that makes that prosperous. Beautiful. And then this thing needs an import route, which it could get from this, and then it's going to need... It is only trading with 2 of these worlds, so it would need another trade partner that is at least successful, which we do not easily have for it. So we might be better off focusing on a different Forge world. Like, this one's so close. It's got all of its inputs and everything. It just needs places to send useful things. Or if not that, like this one we can't really do anything with. We have a lot of Forge worlds, actually. It's just that they're all kind of kind of in awkward positions. So this one... Yeah, not really a lot we can do with this one, it feels like. Because we can't connect it to enough successful worlds. So yeah, these two over here still are actually the best bet. There's not really anything around here. So yeah, you'll be connected to 2 of these. You'll need 1 more input or output, I think. I do think this is going to end up being the best way. So yeah, you need 1 more input or output, and you need to be connected to a successful world. And I mean, it's not... If we ran Slipways around to connect it to that, that does do all of the things we need. That is a real option, kind of, sort of. Minerals in or chips out. This one's not successful. It would not help to connect over here. Yeah, we actually just don't have a spot. If we got the minerals from this over to there, then all we need is water from somewhere. Which even could be this with the Genesis project, but it's a shame we can't install projects on Forebear Ruins, because that would solve a lot of our issues here. You can be mineralized. That doesn't really help. So we need a source of people over here to make this work, which is enough extra building that it's probably not worth the trouble. We could just, like, look for some new worlds to build on, but I don't know, like, we're gonna have to... What would we be trying to do? Gosh. I mean, there is water all the way over here. That could be a thing. We could run that water all that distance, right? How many slipways is that? So we could get like this far, and then all right. Well, let's just look at it. I hate it, but let's look at it. So we can do that. All right. It's bad, and yet. Worth it? Probably worth it, honestly. It sucks, but probably worth it. Increase the total number of prosperous planets by 4. Is that a thing I can do? How close are we on that? So this one only needs any import or export, which is interesting. This one's got to be real close. It needs one nearby planet to flip, or it needs to connect to this planet, which also flips that planet. I'm taking it. We can do that. We can totally do that. Kabam! What a start. And then any 2 other planets, huh? So you need trade with another world, which you can get. Do I even have a place where I could do a legendary? Probably not, right? So you need input. Okay. We're going to take advantage of this extra splitting. I guess it can just be the people But why not send the culture over, right? We send the culture and the people over. And then we need an extra export, which is like... So we can't actually connect you to any worlds... Oh no, you're already connected to a world that would like water. Wait, did that not... Oh, sorry, you don't need a route, you need a connection to a better planet. Well... Okay, we can lay these together. And then do this, and it works. Because now we can feed this water across this extremely long chain over to here. And it's March 34, 24, so the odds are pretty good that it would not be wise to take any further missions. But I can't help but notice that we did get another increase the number of prosperous planets by 4. And I'm wondering. And I am forced to wonder. So making culture here and sending the culture out there would do this, right? Yeah, then you're connected to 3 planets. 3 good planets. Oh, I forgot about this. Well, that's a bunch of unhappiness. We can still take mind control. When we get up to post scarcity, we'll have a look at it. I think there's a chance that we don't have any spots for it, and if that is the case, then we can just post scarcity that thing. Also, I totally forgot to do this. We should probably do that. Adds the Ascension Gate to your tech list. Leave it for now. We'll turn this guy into culture. I don't know what we want to do with that culture yet. We'll come back. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. So we see 1. This is close. And it could absolutely be done. So that's 2. This is only off by a tiny bit. I bet we can figure that out. We have almost 2 years. I think we can take this. Okay, let's start doing them. Now, you just need to be trading with better worlds, so it doesn't necessarily need to be culture going here. This culture could go anywhere, and it would be to any world that I'm not currently connected to, and it would be good enough. I would like to use it to establish another prosperous world if I can, which this will not be. We could send it across to here. That gives this an export route. Could we flip this over? So it needs an import. We could connect it to here and run the import from there. Oh, that's not going to make this prosperous though, or successful. This will still only be connected to 2 successful worlds. Oh no, but we can ship a water down there. Yeah, actually, this works fine, right? Because all this needs is 1 more export and 1 more connection. So that's good. And then, what do you need? You need trade with a successful world and also an import. I mean, the import's trivial. We don't have another place for you to trade with, though. So, like, getting goods to this world would actually be very high value. And I don't think it's a thing that I can do. I mean, we could just set up a world that doesn't do anything else, that just sends in the goods and then plan to mind control it. Yeah, it's like, technically that's a route, right? Technically that's a thing we can do. Alright, you were very close, right? We just pressed the robot button on you and that makes you prosperous. Gets this world remarkably close as well, actually. 2 more people-producing planets to Prosperous. Can we keep getting away with it? If we deliver goods to this world, it will still only be connected to one actual planet. But we can connect it here like this and send prosperity across. So that's 2. And then we're not likely to be able to get that one successful. Yeah, we'll be fine on inputs and outputs here, but we're gonna be hard pressed to get it connected to a 3rd successful world. Alright, are there people generating worlds elsewhere that we don't already have at Prosperous? Not very many, right? So people generating worlds are the ones that flip most easily in the early going on account of all of their inputs and everything. Can we... Yes, we can, in fact, connect this goods world to that world. And then we also need an export route, but we can do that very easily. But then this one's connected to, like, we run the export route up here. This becomes successful. And then this is connected to 2 successful worlds, but we have no way to connect it to a 3rd one. Unless we can get some water to this world, which we cannot. Well... So if we settle here, run a point of population down there, we can use a pair of slipways with the 3-way connection thing to make this work, right? It's like a slipway here that connects to here and this one. Then this connects to here and that. That gets the water moved over, this stuff moved over. I'm gonna take this because I think we can do it. It's gonna be a little cumbersome. I'm trying not to generate more unhappiness while I'm at it here. Oh, right, sorry, we do have to connect this in order to be able to run the Genesis project. Okay, then it's like... I guess the positions don't matter as much once we're committed to using the 2nd one of these. But we do have to use a 2nd one. Yeah, because then we connect the water to here and have it come out through there. And then we convert this to culture, send the culture there. Prosperous. Easy. It's very easy is the thing. It's so simple to do it, and it takes so few total steps. So the biomass doesn't help anybody, right? Right, I think so. So... this is the only people world that we're really looking at. Okay, let's make this happen, because we need those legacy points. This world making goods is totally available to us. Do we have a better play? And we have lots of sources of goods, but we can't connect any of them, probably. You know, we do now have capped out Forge Worlds, I think, so this is still an option. The mind control technology is worth such a large percentage modifier at this point that I think even if we can do post-scarcity, it's probably not worth it. So yeah, this is almost certainly the right move. Okay, we just gotta figure this out. I think we do, in fact, just do this, connect there, run this to here, send a person. And now all we have to do is connect this thing to any other world via culture, and we got it. Oh no. I can't quite get it to latch. Shoot. Can we... No, that's not gonna work. This is far too far away. Oh, you're so awkwardly positioned. Flipping this over is not feasible, right? Because we can send the culture over, and that'll take care of the import. We would then need to feed out a water or this biomass. Yeah, turning this thing into take biomass is not going to help us. We don't have a place around here to dispose of a water. Because we have 3 months, right? Like, if this thing was not here, I bet we could do this. And we don't have the time to search it off. Well, I may have goofed. I may have bit off more than I could chew here. I guess, actually... Here, let me undo a little bit. Let's take all the way back to here. Not having infraspace mastery really hurts. Yeah, because I would love to be able to get all of these extra goods out here somewhere. Alright, if we... There's no way to set up a new world running, Yeah, there's no way to set up a new world that could run stuff out to here and get it to Prosperous in time. There is not. We could use the lab to eat the remaining biomass, I suppose. It really hurts not to feed this culture into this world and have it flip. It does need that one more import or export. It just doesn't benefit us very much to do that. Alright, is there anything else we need to do anywhere else? Because I think we are committing to our final moves out here. This does nothing. Yeah, okay, we don't need to consume a person here. I'm gonna make it a base. Look at all that biomass. Incredible. Just spectacular work. Okay, let us grab then... Because right now, having an uncompleted task is losing us 500 stars. Plus Prosperous... Even if we had like 2 or 3 planets that would be affected by post-scarcity, that would be better, but I'm pretty sure we don't. Let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 imports. Yeah, we're not at 6 on anything. So this culture cannot be used for anything useful. It just goes to some world that is prosperous to generate 2 happiness. Yeah, okay. Let's buy the mind control and hit some mind control buttons. So first of all, bam, buys off the whole 8 points. Secondly, anywhere that we have spare people that cannot be converted into stuff. If we've done a project on the world already, we can't do that. So actually, in all of our people worlds, that's going to be a problem. We've tried to convert as much as we can, and we've done some fine scoring work by doing so. How close are you to prosperous? You need 1 more import or export. It's probably not worth spending a month on it. Actually, it does make the planet immediately prosperous, doesn't it? So we just connect it to this thing, and then it's already got 3 successfuls, so... Alright, if we can find a way to, to fix this problem that doesn't take exactly all of our time... Because it's like, we would need to do this just to steal that. Do this thing to make that successful. That's a shame, because that's a point of culture that's not generating all the extra value. But this completes a quest, so it's very high priority. Do this, do that. And this does not leave us a month. It does get this thing done. So yeah, I mean, this is the better prosperous, right? Because it completes the quest as well. Yo, actually, that score's not that bad. That might actually be my highest reasonable score. I think it is. So, okay, I said we wouldn't get 40,000, and I was wrong about that. But, y'all, 82. 82 is still a very real number. Yeah. To be perfectly honest with you, I think even as we're still in sort of the blind scrabbling for strategy phase, I do think I'm still improving noticeably from run to run. At some point, that will stop happening, and I'll have to start learning in a sort of a more focused way. But for now, it's going all right. I think that is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we'll have a look at that there campaign mode. And we'll see you then.